So let me welcome you all to this, the first International Day of Research at EPFL. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the VP of Academic Affairs at EPFL. My name is Hesthaven. So why do a day like this? Well, research by its very structure, by its very nature, is international, and many of you have already experienced that. And just to sort of give you a glimpse of my own career, I'm Danish. I was educated in Denmark. While I was a student, I spent considerable time in the UK and in the US. When I graduated, I moved to the US to do a 2-year postdoc. It turned out to be 18 years. I was 18 years in the US, and now I'm here for 9 years. I have no plans to return to Denmark. And what's next? And I think many in research are precisely like that. This is the nature of research. And one of the reasons why research is like that is because a lot of research is really about networks. It's about building networks with people, collaborators, everywhere. And what is happening these days is that EPFL, because of the visibility and because of the quality of the institution in research and education, is increasingly desirable as a collaborator. And many of our researchers are experiencing that. And so exploring the opportunities in order to do that also from the perspective of funding is interesting in order to allow all of us to participate and build these international networks. But there's also increasingly a challenge in sort of the overall geopolitical situation that we are in. Our relationship with the European Union questions the ability to continue our networks with collaborators in Europe. The relationship between the US and China is a little complicated. This also impacts us as much as we would like to avoid that, but that is the situation. The situation in Russia clearly also has an impact on our research networks. And finally, there are parts of the world where very, very considerable investments are being made in research, investments in areas where we didn't before have seen research. And I'm thinking in particular on the Arab Peninsula. There's very, very huge investments in made research on the Arab Peninsula. And when we think about international research, as much as we would like to be entirely neutral and open and collaborate with everybody, it's not the world we live in. So we're going to have increasingly to think about how to navigate this situation when we think about building our networks. And we have to explore new opportunities, new partners perhaps, certainly new agreements, new models of collaboration, which goes beyond the standard way of how we have been building these networks. And this poses some challenges, and one of the ways is for all of us, and this is the purpose of today, to learn what are the options also in terms of funding. But the second thing is we do have to think about whether large partnerships that we make from nation states to institutions to individual research relationships are aligned with the values that we think of ourselves as an institution. And for that, we are in the middle of forming an ethics committee, a global research ethics committee. Maybe Ambrocho can clarify the name, but the purpose of this committee is to allow all of us to have some visibility on if we engage in a large international new partnership, is that partnership likely to be aligned with our values as an institution, free speech, human rights, whatever it might be. And so this committee will be launched very soon, comprising of a selection of people from the EPFL community to help provide an opinion that, if need be, the direction of EPFL can then act on before signing major agreements. So the program is very dense, so I'm not going to take any more of your time. I wish you all an interesting day, and I'm sure it'll be productive, and welcome again. So the next speaker, I believe, is Ambrogio.